Spencer Kobren's The Bald Truth.
People are kind of, they've been gravitating towards trying to get less expensive surgeries. However, they haven't been doing their research to find out who the best physicians in those regions are. And that's really what we've been trying to do.
Yeah, right. Like as you said, cheap is not important. Important is the quality and the best surgery in terms of both management, the donor and recipient, meeting the expectations of the patients in terms of like giving the coverage, giving natural hairline, and not damaging the donor. That is more important. Of course, price comes second, but a lot of people, they think like going to Asian countries or going to Turkey is like they're saving money. But I think they should not be thinking of saving money first. They should be thinking of the doctor who has got a lot of experience under his belt, patients speaking for him. So that should be the primary objective, quality. Then probably comes saving the money part.
Well, and I agree with that. And that's something that's very difficult to kind of get through the minds, especially of younger patients, or in the way in which hair transplant surgery, it's always been marketed as a commodity, but the way that it is today has been scaled to a level that I never believed would ever happen. People are making the decision to have surgery based on social media, Instagram, Facebook, ads that they see coming into their feeds. And because there's so many ads coming in talking about price, talking about companies are going to throw in PRP, they're going to throw in free trips, all-inclusive vacations to exotic destinations. People just are like, well, all right, well, I'm going to get a hair transplant. It's an easy thing to do, apparently, and let's see who the best or cheapest place is. And when people look at a website, anyone can design a great website. They could have great pictures, and half the time, or more than half the time, I hate to say it, these pictures are stolen from people like you or other IHS members.
Yeah, so multiple times it has happened. Our pictures have been used by other websites, neophyte, clinics and all. But my suggestion to these kind of patients, young people, is that they should go by proper research and go through validation. They should since they are new, the patients are new in research. They should go through portals like yours. They should go to, they should know what they should be searching, what they should be looking for. So they will be more educated. Once they're educated, then their research will be proper. They will come to the right kind of, they will choose the right doctor. Since they are not kind of doing the research in terms of what to look for, all those stuff, so they end up only, falling into the traps of cheap surgeries. And of course, once it is done, it is done. It is very difficult. Nowadays, we are getting almost every day one patient corrective surgery. They come for very low hairline corrections. Hairline is looking so fake. Donor looks so bizarre, like over harvested. It looks like I cry. Sometimes I cry. I say, my God, what? I can't do anything because the donor is gone. The patient, they start tearing in front of me. So cheap is not the solution. Solution is the best. And how they will know that? They should go through advocates like patient advocates, and they should go through the portals.
Well, I think that here's a big problem. I think that there's a misinformation being put out there by the scientific organizations and those who are just really afraid of losing foothold in this industry. And their message is beware of cheap clinics, beware of cosmetic surgery tourism, as opposed to beware of what people really should be aware of. People who are not well trained. It doesn't matter if a guy's a doctor in Texas who has an MD or a DO. He can just buy a machine and get a bunch of technicians and destroy people for more money than it would cost to be destroyed in a place like, Turkey, who's doing something similar. The point is, people really need a thorough education, not just a red herring, not just cheap is bad, Turkey and India is bad, because that's not true. And that bothers me a lot about what's happening in your main educational society. What we do through the IAHRS is we really provide consumers with not only the truth, but we allow them to understand that, listen, people who are part and physicians who are accepted into the organization are all qualified to do what they do. And it's your choice to do your research once you find the physicians in this organization. And if price is an issue and you are willing to travel across the world to have a hair transplant. Well, I'll tell you what, there are a handful of physicians who you should consider. And what we do is we kind of level and kind of narrow down the playing field.